Hello, my name is Mike Vasquez. I'm the fire chief from Running Springs Fire Department. Currently, right now, the fire department is fully staffed. With this COVID issue, there has been no impact to the personnel currently. Our administrative office is open for phone calls, but the doors are closed right now to the public. But our fire staff is fully staffed 24 hours a day, and they are ready to respond to all emergency responses. The fire department will continue to respond to all emergencies during this time. The 911 calls are still being routed to the appropriate dispatch center and routed to the 911 caller or dispatcher, and that dispatcher will give a series of questions to that 911 caller to disseminate to our responding units of the questions asked related to any COVID-19 symptoms of that patient or that 911 caller. Our response basically would be based off of what the 911 dispatcher receives from the 911 caller, and those notes would go into the call system, into the CAD system, and be disseminated to our folks, our staff out in the field. So those notes would be passed on, and then we would respond appropriately based off those call notes for that individual. So for any type of COVID response to the community, our staff has been instructed to fully wear their full PPE, which would consist of eye protection, mask, gloves, and a gown. And we would respond appropriately to these calls at the appropriate response level, meaning we would either send one ambulance with 2 personnel or one engine company with 2 personnel. And that is because we want to limit the amount of exposure to our first responders. So currently, with the enforcements throughout the county and the state, our call volumes kind of decreased, and we have certain spikes throughout the week, but mainly overall our call volumes kind of decrease during these proclamations throughout the county. Currently within our district and our exclusive operating area, we haven't experienced any positive COVID cases. Certainly. So Running Springs Fire Department, our mission statement is service to the community. So outside of our 911 responses, our emergency responses to our community, there's also a level of support for our community, especially during these emergency events. So one of the avenues that the department has taken, or the district as a whole has taken, is to coordinate with some of the local church groups, some of the local community organizations, to coordinate food distributions or any medication pickup or basic needs during the COVID event. Currently right now, what the office is being used for is a contact point for the needs of certain community members that are requesting this type of service. What we have set up with the support of our chaplains is some community volunteers that are bringing these services to the community. So that's pretty much the extent of what the fire department is doing. Currently right now, none of our fire personnel is extending any of that support out to the community, just to limit the amount of exposure to the first responders.